Hi gang, Rob here. It's the evening of 22 October 2015 and we have another product overview for collectorknives.net on the channel tonight. And we're looking at another Lionsteel product, the TM1 CB. So that would be the model number TM1 in carbon fiber with black blade, I believe. Let's look inside. This is kind of a cool partnership, I think, for Mike at Collector Knives. He's brought a couple new brands on board lately, and you're going to see a lot of these product overviews on Lionsteels in the next couple weeks. I believe he's also got some Medford knives in stock, but we won't see those for a little bit until we get through these Lionsteels. And this, guys, is a cool blade. You can see that it comes in a really finely crafted, high quality leather sheath, big belt loop on the back, and it's a large width loop. You can see, gosh, between those rivets you've got a good 3 inches, suitable for carrying on a duty belt for a law enforcement officer if he would so choose. And as we get into the knife, I think you'll see why that kind of makes sense. Man, is that thing gorgeous? Just beautifully grained leather, Lionsteel embossed into the flap, high quality snap, great looking top stitching, nice sheath. As we'll see though, the knife doesn't require a sheath, and here it is. Oh, another beauty. Another Lionsteel from Italy, Maniago, designed by Moletta. You know I have a soft spot for these guys. Made of Sleipner steel. We can see from the logo next to Lionsteel that this is a knife on bearings, and it's kind of interesting. Lionsteel wanted to make a traditional lockback knife, but they wanted to make it modern. And I think they sort of had law enforcement personnel in mind when they made this. It comes in two forms, always a Sleipner steel blade, either black or satin, and then the handles can either be carbon fiber or black, what looks like canvas micarta. And very interesting, guys, they are what Lionsteel calls their solid series of knives, or integral frame. The frame is one piece, be it carbon fiber or micarta. No liners, no nothing. The micarta knives are considerably less expensive than the carbon fiber ones, and we'll have to see how those micarta handles hold up. The carbon fiber should be no issue whatsoever. Here's the other interesting thing. Traditional lockback, but if you look inside closely, see if I can get you a good angle. There, see them? Not one, but two round back springs for the lockback. That's for you, Toad Sticker. A knife is only as strong as its weakest point unless it has redundancy in its weakest point. So if one of those springs should fail, there's still another one in there. That's pretty cool. Never seen that on a lockback before. Here's the other thing. Whoa, you guys see that? Let me give you a little better view. Huh. This knife's on bearings, boys. It's something. I just hacked up my mat. It will give you, if you keep your finger up forward in the choil, it will bump into the choil on the blade, so you're not going to cut yourself when you release it. And as long as you have your finger placed right, it opens quite nicely. It's got the thumb plate with adequate jimping for either a sweep or a flick deployment. And here's the specs on this thing. We have 4.5 millimeter stock, about 175, 176 thousandths of that beautiful Sleipner steel, which we sort of characterize as it performs like a rust resistant D2. So it's a great performing steel, takes a great edge, holds onto it a long time, super keen edge, and it's adequately tough. I love the blade shape. I mean, I love the blade shape. It's sort of like a truncated drop point with tons of belly. Just a great utility knife that could be pressed into a tactical roll quite nicely. Man, it's got our beloved Lionsteel reversible tip-up pocket clip. I love this clip. I've always loved this clip. It's no bigger than it needs to be. It's easy to get in and out of the pocket. They're just awesome. And the retaining screw on this particular model has a hex nut with what looks to be a carbide glass breaker in the center of it. Got a lanyard hole, and you know, once again, Lionsteel does it with this milling. You get 3D contoured integral frame handle with another pretty cool, what looks like a sunburst milling pattern that carries across up those radii. The spine is flat, but the milling carries all the way up, not all the way over the spine, but around the corner. It's just beautiful. The black DLC coating should be very similar to what we're used to seeing on Spyderco's, Kershaw's ZTs, just bulletproof stuff, and it doesn't really impede the action of the knife at all. It sure is gorgeous, and it sure is made well. Ergos, let's talk about them just a second. The saber grip is perfection. The overhead hand pinch grip slash TheApostleP samurai grip is awesome. The overhand grip, hammer grip is great. Draw cut grip is great. Reverse grip is great. There's just not a bad grip on the handle. We've come to sort of expect that from Moleta design knives. Very, very cool. Guys, if you can talk yourself into a very slick operating lockback, you got to check out the TM1. That's all for tonight. Grace to you and peace, my friends, from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. And remember, the word is sharp.